Welcome everybody to Who Runs the NFC East, where four co-hosts who have been going back and forth in competitive trash talk for over 25 years. And we're not that old.
We're not that old.
Of course not. Introducing my fellow co-host, Stanley Autry,
Yes, sir.
Tracy Monroe, Peasy Head the Flash, myself, Yusuf Friggin, and of course our mainstays of our Philadelphia Eagle representatives, Sham God, as we call her,
Hey,
Lady Hayes, as
Well,
we call her, and we have
that's my
a
lady.
longtime friend for another guy, over 25 years, wanted to pop in to say hello to the team as well. Mike Artist, welcome to the podcast, brother.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here with you guys. I've been watching y'all for a while. I just sit back. And I was like, one day I'm gonna get on and just kind of get my little 2 cents in. So I appreciate you guys for having me here.
For sure, for sure,
Tripling,
for sure.
tripling down on Commanders. See how they do?
at the end too.
Going into NFC championship game
Again.
against our rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles. I was trying to avoid this particular meeting the longest that I could because I saw it kind of in the writings a little bit, but it's I don't want to go play in Philly. I don't want to play in the snow. I don't want to play in the cold. I wanted to go to LA and then come back and then play in New Orleans. But hey, you can't always get what we ask for. So, it is against you guys, and it's going to be in y'all home. So y'all get home field advantage. Y'all play in the snow well. We kind of do too, but I don't know if Jaden Daniels can play in the snow per se. He can play in the cold and he can play on the road. But as far as like that goes, I'm interested in seeing how things play out because right now we are not supposed to be here, but I'm happy that we are.
I feel like Stan and I spoke this into existence. This is what we kind of put out there for the universe. We've been talking about this and how how we talked about which teams we wanted to play in that wild card round and how it was going to affect us and how the only way we would meet would be in the NFC Championship. I feel like we got exactly what we wanted.
You guys did speak it up too, because I recall on the previous episode, it was you guys, and no one else really said anything about us meeting again. It was
I
not.
tried to avoid it. I didn't want to say it out loud. But it's all,
The president wasn't magical. I mean, and we're not supposed to be what we are. We supposed to be because when
know
you
exactly where y'all supposed
yeah,
to
especially by now.
Exactly.
Especially by now. Something. At least first, second.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where he's supposed to be in week 4.
Even if you had the seasons that you had the last 30 years, you would still be home by now.
Yeah. You wouldn't be in the NFC
Yeah,
Championship game.
you're definitely
Not
where
at
you
all.
used to be. But
He just
That happened. That happened.
I'll say that.
he just needed to find a way to intercede so he could say something, Because technically, he's not even really supposed to be saying anything at all. They haven't played since when?
Dang, I
You
forgot.
literally just had,
When was the last game? I don't remember now.
So
But
long
anyway,
ago.
he had to find a way.
you just have to
It's
tell the
okay.
Cowboys that they're not in the playoffs.
They already know.
But no. But besides this year, like when they make it to the playoffs, they always get to the playoffs. I'm not gonna take that away.
Yeah,
they was 12-5.
Exactly.
They were for a while.
Right. They get in and what happens on the first round.
Just don't tell them they're in the first. Just don't tell them they're
They
in the
win
playoffs.
one sometimes
No, they won. They won 2 times in the last decade.
with that.
Last season, I believe.
Look,
The fact that
my
you
bad.
ones is
We
telling you
beat the Buccaneers.
And we beat Detroit, so we caught up to Dak.
No.
We caught up to Dak already.
Yes, yeah, we beat that
In a year.
Tom Brady.
One of my
So did
friends,
we
one of my friends
in the Super
posted
Bowl.
that Jaden Daniels has now got more
The same.
playoff wins in a single season than Dak Prescott.
Well, there you go.
Dang.
There you go.
Prescott.
Hey,
There you go.
jump in and enjoying the party.
What's
Hey,
up?
Pete, what you thought you wasn't gonna see me? Go on and say it.
You thought you wasn't
not
gonna see me? What? Now what about this? Now I'm gonna jump right on in.
Real's coming too.
Hey yo, what about
What's up,
Dak
man?
Prescott?
What happened?
Nothing.
What about Dak Prescott? Let me tell
Yeah,
y'all
he is a good citizen.
He's
Let me
not
tell
your
y'all
problem.
something.
He's not the Dallas Cowboys problem.
Before I say anything, and Stanley, he was at my house, he will tell you the same thing. Number one, I apologize for being late. I'm running some business over here, and it's supposed to snow, but check this out.
Told
You
you.
just handling business.
Right.
Go ahead.
In Atlanta
Go ahead.
again?
Dak Prescott, your quarterback had an amazing year.
So you
I
saying
hope
Jaden?
that your quarterback
You talking about
doesn't-
Jaden?
He had a major year. Your
He
quarterback,
talking about Jay Daniels.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, had an amazing year.
Let him cook.
It's been
No.
fine. I have enjoyed watching him play. I'm happy for y'all that y'all finally got a quarterback. It makes it great. I'm very more so happy for the NFC East because hopefully the way it looks, we should have all black quarterbacks running the NFC East next year. Now that's something for all of us to get excited for, regardless of who we root for.
Except for
Right?
Peasy.
Now,
Agreed.
Peasy don't care.
Now, when it comes to Jaden, like I said, I mean, when it comes to Dak Prescott and Jaden, their rookie seasons are pretty similar. So I hope that Jaden grows where Dak has stayed stagnant, and pretty much that was his. Outside of last year, him being tied for MVP or him being close to MVP or whatever, I hope that he grows from that and not decline from that like RG3 did and like others have done. You know what I'm saying? And Dak Prescott, for the most part, I will say that for the most part, have done.
I feel like he didn't
The
grow. He
difference,
just
yeah,
reached his potential.
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
the
mean,
difference-
I really don't know what it is, y'all, but I'm just gonna say, hey, yeah, I'm mad that y'all in there and we're not. I'm a true fan,
Yeah, because you said it wasn't happening.
I said it wasn't gonna happen. Now,
I
I said all that. I'm gonna eat my crow. I'm gonna
He
eat my
said both things.
I said all that. I said all that.
Even when you with that quote,
None of us-
season it up real nice.
Some
RG3 had
Some tomato soup.
Here is the thing.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
thing for certain, two things for sure. Number one, Saquon Barkley is a dog. That's your catalyst.
Yeah, for sure.
And number two, Jared Goff turned into a turnover machine, which is what works well with a Dan Quinn defense. So that's what propelled y'all win. Congratulations. I ain't got nothing to say.
Have you ever seen?
Jared Goff?
Have you ever
St.
seen-
Louis fame.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a boxer come out completely prepared? Right? Bigger, faster, stronger, better record, all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
30 seconds into the first round, he gets hit in the face. Your whole game plan changes up. That's what happened with Jared. That's what happened with Jared Goff. The Lions.
That's an analogy that my uncle would use because he
Yeah.
would always say boxing is about styles. So you
Yeah.
can always be a certain way, but then you run into somebody with a different styles, and that'll be the person that you
Yeah.
lose to.
You're just gonna get caught.
With whatever juggernaut you are, you can get caught.
You
So-
can just get caught.
It was that game just in general was so it was so numbing. I wasn't expecting any of the turnovers. I wasn't expecting any of those touchdowns. It was just like when it was happening, and it was like, is this really happening right now? Like what they're doing? Because the way that they played, it just didn't make any sense. But I was appreciating it the whole entire time. So it was something to sit and bask in. But so what we'll do as far as we'll segue into actually the game since we just kind of started talking about it. So Stan,
Mm-hmm.
while you was watching the game, what stood out to you the most that you've been saying this year that should have been better? Because when I was letting you know, you would say throughout the whole entire year, the defense needed to be show up, or the defense was this and the defense was that. Were they at your expectations the
No,
other day on Sunday?
absolutely.
Oh,
Still watch this. No, they gave up over 500 yards. The football powers that be in the sky was able to let us capitalize on turnovers that we normally don't get, and we normally don't get them and turn them into touchdowns this season. So they were opportunistic when it happened, which is something that we don't see. But giving over 300 yards passing and 200 yards rushing, most times that'll get you an L. It's just we did have the turnovers that we capitalized on.
most times,
Yeah, we capitalized on that. And so it looks like the defense did a good job. But in reality, you can't give up 500 yards against a team and expect to win most games. So the ball bounced our way. We got the turnovers in the end zone.
And Stanley, that is a Dan Quinn defense.
And so when he was
That's
with you,
typical
when
of
he was
Dan
with
Quinn.
you guys,
That's what we were used to.
when he was with you guys, though, at the end of it, you guys had built actually attitude on defense, like throwing at your corners or seeing your defensive ends get to the quarterback. Everybody knew they got to get rid of the ball quick. They already knew they don't want to go at your two corners because they might get picked and it's going to the house. So the attitude of your defense took over a new leaf. Y'all still got residue of that at the end of this season. Your defense was pretty good at the end of this season. We still just got to get the players in there for Dan Quinn to be able to do that with, and he don't have that yet. But he has enough leadership over there where if somebody fumble, we might get
With y'all, he gonna get them though. With y'all, he gonna get them.
That's the plan. That's the plan. If we ever have a defense that can match up, that's what it is. Just like for the Eagles. Part of the reason why, if you listening to the media heads, that they picking the Eagles to win is because of their defense. Offense for offense, they gonna score, we can score. But their defense is stronger to be able to stop what we trying to do on offense more than our defense can stop Saquon, stop AJ, stop Smith out there, stop sometimes their quarterback because he can run or pass. So trying to have eyes on all of their keys is going to be a challenge.
They got a better running back.
They got the better.
Mm-hmm.
They got the better.
It's gonna be a
They got the
challenge.
better
It's
overall.
definitely gonna be a challenge.
They got the better O line.
They got a running back.
They got the better. They got the better D line.
yeah, they definitely have the better one.
They got the better defensive backs. So at the end of the day, on paper, we can talk that all day, but it's the playoffs now. So Hart going to have to show up. So whoever's ready to play, execute, got Hart, and don't commit turnovers. Sham showed us something today where the teams that won, they just
Look
didn't
at this
commit
though.
turnovers.
Look at this one.
I'll say
They just don't commit turnovers.
Who make the less mistakes? Yeah.
Are the teams with the best players? Are the teams with the best players right now
Nope.
in the Final Four?
Nope. That's why
In the
Baltimore.
whole entire NFL.
That's why Baltimore.
Like the best players.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
See, so this game is literally about those players that's been able to adjust.
Overcome. Yeah.
Turn it up.
Somebody tell
Right.
Jerry Jones that.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels was given a test every game, right? He scored I'm gonna say he scored a B on every game, B or C, right? And then he just got better at being a B or C, and then so he's been able to adjust to everybody that we've played, and he's actually gotten better. Somebody said, I think TB said something about RG3 earlier. The difference between those two quarterbacks is that one, RG3 was a natural athlete without the IQ that Jaden Daniel had. I don't think he had the IQ all the way.
No.
He had a very good natural ability.
College long enough.
No, he just didn't know how to fall. He didn't know how to, quarterback IQ. I played QB, high school, college. Didn't go as far as some of you guys did. You know what I'm saying? But the IQ of a quarterback literally has to be as whatever you put in their face. How do you adjust to it? And Jaden Daniels has been able to adjust to that. So you ask yourself, has he been tested to the fullest?
I mean,
that's the question I have.
Years old. I mean, come on. And I'm playing college football for 8 years.
He's only 24, 5?
24.
Mm-hmm.
Has he been tested though? Has he been tested?
He ain't been tested. Jalen Hurts been tested.
Mm-hmm.
What that mean?
He hasn't been tested.
How you gonna say he ain't been tested?
What do you mean? Why you don't think?
Look,
So?
don't say it out of hate.
He ain't been tested,
Stop
bro.
playing.
Listen,
I think
as
the only
poised
test
as he looks,
Hey,
as
T,
poised
what
as
you
he looks.
always say? What you always say?
Let me ask you. Hold up. Watch this. Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
No, he has been tested. He hasn't been tested in the playoffs. Like
That's
not
what I'm asking. I'm asking.
Yeah.
What's your
because,
definition?
but he definitely was tested during the
No,
regular season. We tested him in the first game we played.
exactly.
So
well, we testing them with backups. What I'm trying to tell you is,
You didn't have
in the
backups on
playoffs,
defense. No,
in the
in the
playoffs,
playoffs, he played playoff teams that you
playoffs.
guys lost to. So don't tell us.
I can't hear.
Don't-
I can't hear.
don't-
I can't hear.
Can you
I
hear
can't
me?
hear
Test
you,
against
man.
Baltimore.
Can you hear me?
But I think he was about to say that we didn't play with our backups, but we did play with backups. We didn't have
My
DeMarcus Lawrence.
sound's
We didn't
still
have
out, right?
Overshown. We didn't have Ron Bland didn't hardly play all year. We didn't have nobody. We had no linebackers. Our defensive tackles was pretty much obsolete.
Yes.
We only had Michael back.
So you think he'd have been tested if y'all
He
didn't
played all of the
have
positions.
So
But however,
when you say tested, what do you mean? Where hasn't he been tested? Like what would you
Right.
like? Where would you say that he hasn't been tested?
I'd say he's been
NFC
tested.
East playoff.
That was my question to you all. And
NFC
I
East
believe
playoff.
I believe he was
He only
tested
won,
against.
he's won one playoff game. Dak Prescott
No.
won one playoff
No.
game. Tony Romo won one playoff game. He got to win this one, bro.
Situational.
One.
Situational.
He won two.
Situational.
He won two.
Situational.
1-2.
He won
Got
two.
the wild card.
Okay.
In
The
one
wild card.
season, by the way.
Okay, the wild card.
You know, the same year.
I think
Two
he
the
was
same year.
tested.
That is considered the playoffs, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, the wild card. What I'm
Guys,
telling you is,
I think he was tested against Tampa Bay. I think he was tested against Baltimore.
okay. All right. I'll let y'all think that.
And he was definitely tested against Philly.
It's not
Jalen Hurts, and Saquon Barkley gonna have something else to say about that.
okay.
Listen,
Yeah,
you've been
Thank-
saying
thank
that.
you.
Hold
There
on,
you go.
but-
You good now?
Yeah, but he been
You
saying
good now.
that.
Go
He
ahead.
been saying that every week, and it's like
Hey, you know we
was supposed to
Stanley remind him.
I'm gonna remind him because they said we was gonna lose out in the regular season.
he
3
asking
games,
for the smoke.
lose out. Then we was hold up. We was supposed to lose the first wild card game. We definitely weren't supposed to beat the #1 team in the NFC. But the
According to you, y'all won't go to either.
Exactly. They surprised me. So guess what? We've gone 7 games straight, and you telling me the quarterback hasn't been tested in 7 games straight with a rookie quarterback that have not done this before?
No,
He got 14
he ain't been. He ain't been.
You know what?
He ain't been tested.
All I'm gonna tell you to do.
Hey,
all I'm gonna
have
tell
y'all seen a rookie? Have y'all seen a rookie on the Commanders this
is
year?
check the books after
Listen.
the season. Hey, check
Let me ask you
check the
something.
books after
Have you
the
guys seen a rookie this year on the
Check
Commanders?
You talking about
after this?
Have you
the books
seen
after
a
the
rookie?
season?
His
It
name
looks
is
just.
there.
It's gonna look this. It looks this
No.
almost similar to Dak
It's all about-
Prescott looks after his rookie season.
His name ain't up there.
They look damn near the same.
No,
His
no.
books look just like. Yes, it do.
The boys.
You don't think so?
They're not even the same complexion. What you talking about?
No.
Hold on.
There ain't no
I'll tell you
big body, big back.
Hold on.
No.
Watch this. And look,
Big
I'm
body,
gonna add
big
this.
back.
While you looking, I'm gonna add this real quick. Yeah. Look, I'm
Hold
gonna add
on.
this real quick. The same numbers that they talking about for Lamar Jackson right now, having 4,000 yards passing, almost a 900 yards rushing. Our quarterback had over 3,500 yards passing and 900 yards.
Ooh, you don't think
rushing.
that? You don't think that had that?
Listen, he didn't.
They
In the
said
same-
this
You don't think
is the
so?
first he ever did it. So
You don't think so?
I'm confused.
Listen,
Hey,
you don't think so?
Champ, repeat that for me.
Montreal link again.
You don't need Montreal.
Hold
You
on.
don't need
Hold on once
Cal
again.
Jones.
Hold on once again, boy.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
Boy.
One second.
Okay, I see you, Mike. I see you,
One
Mike.
second.
Get him,
One
Mike.
Hit you in there, Mike.
Get him, Mike.
One second.
Get him,
One
Mike.
I'll say
second.
what he gotta say.
1 second. Listen at this, boy.
Boy.
Jaden Daniels, rookie season, his passing yards, 35.68. Dak Prescott, 36.67.
And how many?
Dak Prescott, 13-3. Your guy, 12-5.
Five.
No, that
Okay.
was the season. Hold on,
Passing.
that's playoffs. You said you
Hold,
had
hold.
playoffs.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wasn't it?
No. Shut up. Listen.
That-
You said my guy numbers weren't the
Oh
same.
no, that's
I'm showing you my guy numbers are the same.
give me the rush yard.
You said they won't.
No, Give me the rush
No,
yards.
what are the rush
He's a
yards?
quarterback.
No, give me the rush
You're gonna talk about he's a quarterback.
yards and the
We
interception.
can't
He
leave
got
that
the
part
six.
out
Okay,
because that's
you want
part of
the
every
interceptions? The interceptions? I give you the interceptions. I give you the interceptions. Your quarterback had 9. Your quarterback had 9. Dak had 4.
Okay.
So did that go to the
interceptions?
NFC Championship
Dak
game?
had 9. He had
Trying to figure
4.
that one out.
All right.
Anything else you want to know?
Yeah.
Rushing touchdowns.
No,
Your guy had 6. Dak had
I
6.
said rush yards.
Rushing yards. Your guy had way more rushing yards.
That's what
Dak
we
had
all
200.
saying.
Your guy had 800.
That's what we tell him.
But
He argues
but-
a mute point.
however,
Off of Lamar
however,
Jackson's
numbers,
up a
but
MVP.
numbers, but
I saw we talking.
you said rushing. No, Dak had more rushing yards. Dak had
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm tired of talking about somebody that's sitting at home watching
Exactly.
the playoffs.
No. You
That Prescott can be on this podcast with us.
The Eagles and the Commanders.
The relevant sign.
Who was the best to do it as a rookie and not make the NFC Championship game?
wait. No. The only reason why I came off the couch because I'm telling you, their
They aren't
numbers
the
are
same.
the
They
same.
aren't the same.
They were the same.
You just
Okay,
told-
your guy
You
ran
just
more.
gave an example of how they're not the same.
They were the. Thank you, Montre.
Thank
You're
you.
good, Montre.
What's
Your
going
boy
on?
trying to tell me. Your boy trying to tell me
Lady Hayes,
that his
we need to
quarterback.
find us a third Eagles fan. This is
We really do real fast.
Way
Hit
better
Mike up.
than Dak
Trail
Prescott.
pop out.
I'm saying no. Let
The other Mike.
you know what?
Trail don't pop out.
The weight of our record is holding us.
There he
That's
is.
exactly right.
Hold on. So
We'll take that over anything.
Let's mediate.
No, that's not.
We had 12 people talking at one time. We still got one
Corners.
Mike asked the question. Had a question in the chat.
Yeah.
It says, what weapons did Dak have versus Jaden this year?
What weapons did
Did
Dak
Dak
Prescott have
have
that
Dez
first year?
Bryant that year? Did he still have Dez Bryant?
Yeah,
Well,
And he said he had Zeke. He had Zeke.
And his rookie year, what was his
Where he at
Who else
now?
you have?
He had Zeke and Dez.
Okay.
And a rookie did.
All right.
He had
Jason Witten.
He had older Witten.
Well, Jason Witten was still good though. Don't say older.
Yeah,
Witten.
yeah.
He was still balling.
He was on his
Listen,
way.
Witten was using that touch to get to
He
the
made me
play.
mad
He was balling though. He was balling.
Wooden was 70, and he can finish like
All
10
right,
yards.
all right, and then to follow that question, right? This is like the LeBron versus Jordan question, right?
Don't do this.
No. Who did Jaden Daniels beat this year compared to record versus who did Dak Prescott beat in 2016 when he got there? What teams did he beat?
Dak Prescott went.
Beat everybody.
Dak Prescott went into Pittsburgh.
And then the Cowboys was watching the second week of the playoffs like every year.
Facts.
Listen, you just want to get
Just like
that
this
to that
year.
Y'all in the playoffs for the first time. I just wanted to get
I've never seen you in so long, man. I just wanted to give it to you.
The point he's trying to make it is that you got to in the playoffs.
Y'all ain't
There's way too much talk about a team that's on the couch.
Hey, Champ.
Way too
Champ.
much.
You know why?
What's up, Tim?
Football ain't football unless we around.
Amen.
Yeah, on the couch.
So, back to you.
You know it ain't about the Cowboys.
Could be if y'all. Yeah.
It would be.
Cowboys.
Listen, I was gonna be quiet. You just gotta watch your mouth when you spread lies.
You slid right in and started going in. You didn't even know what we were talking about.
All you heard was that.
And he went off, didn't even know what he was talking about.
Some
He
bullshit.
heard that,
Some
Sam, and
See
it,
how,
that was enough.
Montreal slid in and just listened?
Hey,
Exactly.
right now, the best
He went-
Marcel ain't used to the lies.
Oh, boy.
Listen, I'm used to.
Nothing we said was a lie. You didn't even know what he was talking
was
about.
no blasphemy anywhere.
Okay, so let's get some order to this, please. All right.
Oh.
Go. So, Stan,
Yeah.
as far as how the game went, you spoke on the offense. What did you like, and what plays was your favorite on the offense outside of the ball of how the game went? What were you more surprised about during that time?
To be honest, just them being able to move the ball and hold on to the ball, controlling the clock with the ball, and giving the defense time to breathe. And like I told you, time of possession will be huge for us anytime we play. Because if you put our defense out there too much, they can get exploited. So controlling the ball, moving the chains, and then finishing with touchdowns, going for it on fourth down, and executing about 80% of them. That's pretty good. If that keeps up, I mean, you know, he kind of.
Can I add to that? Can I add to that?
Yeah, he kind of Dan Campbell. And that was interesting to kind of beat him with his own kind of play calling, because you know Dan Campbell will go for it fourth and whatever. And so you know Dan
reckless
kinda,
abandon.
For a second there, it did look like Cliff hit a cliff, right? I know you guys heard say that.
Yeah,
that's usually his
towards the middle
thing.
of the season.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Now last game, it looked like he came out. You know what I'm saying? He came out gunning. It was a different type of play calling. That's what I've been asking for as a fan for the last 6-7 weeks. Like, play like, you know, we always play like we need it. Like, that's what they say. We are the cardiac commanders. Like, we play, So, I think we just need to come out with. We need to come out with that same type of like energy, man. Like, cause you got to punch the Eagles in the face, bro. Like, you have to.
For sure. The big plays, like the one that was to Terry McLaurin on a wide receiver screen that just ran like 70 yards.
I need it.
Yeah.
And the most impressive one to me, though, was the one with De'Ami Brown when he caught the pass and he had his hand over his eyes and he still was able to put his hands on the ball.
Yeah. He pulled a D Brown. He
Yeah.
pulled a D Brown in football.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
That was a crazy play for that. And
Here's the thing: they wouldn't have called the pass interference though.
Nah, they won't.
If he dropped it, would they have called pass interference?
They wouldn't have. No.
See, that's those calls, man. That's really kind of affecting the NFL right now. Like a lot of calls is being missed.
Yeah.
That's the Chiefs game.
We spoke on this before, like a few podcasts before, and I even pointed it out in the stand, like on a particular play. I couldn't remember what it was, but it was. I think it was a face mask call. That's what it was.
Yeah.
A face mask call, and he had him by the shoulder. And they gave him, the 15 yards, and that's when I was telling from the fans. If y'all remember when I was saying about the accountability call. That's when you should be able to throw that like a purple flag or a green, whatever flag. When somebody makes an atrocious call like that, you should be able to challenge the ref once. When they
did that.
A bad call.
They did that. Y'all remember back in when what was it? The Saints Super Bowl?
They can't challenge like a holding call. They can't.
So that was like it was a pass interference that wasn't called. And then the year later, they was like
talking about the Saints and challenge. You talking about Saints and Miami Vikings, and you talking about the playoff game.
Yes.
When the pass interference happened and went to safety, and it was a no call, and that's how they ended up going to the Super Bowl, and the Saints got robbed.
So the next year they tried to do the replay or challenge calls, right? That was around for about a year.
Yep.
About a year, maybe.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that being.
I remember
so
because what happened was.
I remember that.
For like a year.
The problem is, and the reason why they won't bring any of that back is because the league wants the games to be fast. That's the reason why it's a quarterback-driven league and not a running back-driven league, because the running back stops the clock and the quarterback could keep the clock slow.
I get that.
Hold up.
Everything I say ain't true.
No, that's backwards. Think about it. A quarterback throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops. A running back runs the ball. If he stays in bounds, the clock keeps going. Even if he goes out of bounds, if it's not within 2 minutes or the last quarter, the time keeps going. A quarterback throws incomplete passes, it keeps the game longer. So it's backwards. It's not me picking on you.
Okay, my question is this.
That's the game.
Who controls the flow of the game? Who controls the flow of the game?
Quarterback.
You played this game more than I did.
I'm gonna tell you.
Who controls the flow of the game?
The offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see us staying out there. We don't even huddle up too much. Other teams are going to huddle.
I didn't say have them do it all the time.
That makes sense.
What I was saying was like do it one time, like the crucial call that can change the dynamics of the game. That's what I'm saying. Not like
Well, you know that it's supposed to be. New York's supposed to be always on standby, right?
They supposed to be, and they say
that's under
something
2
on
minutes
that,
though.
but they don't say anything.
That's under 2 minutes.
You right, Takars. They'll tell them, but they won't say it. Certain times they won't say it.
But they didn't do that. They didn't do it on Saturday. They didn't do it on Saturday at all.
They did it for the Chiefs on Saturday. They did it for the Chiefs on Saturday.
No. They didn't throw a flag. They gave him a face mask, and then they did a replay and it showed it was nothing but shoulder. And then they still didn't do anything. They just gave him the 15 yards. But then I was mad because that's the next play. We got an interception and then we got that back. So it was like, man.
Yeah.
But I also put that on.
Let me ask you this though:
Look,
if
Detroit Lions had a play like that and their player faked the injury, he faked the injury to give them time to look at it so they could challenge it and see if our players would have did the same thing. Then Dan Quinn could have threw a flag. So they got to learn how to also in coaching be like, all right, if y'all want to do that, this is what we're going to do. Coach, I need a sub. I got a cramp. And it gives more time for them to show the replay. So the assistant upstairs,
it's just like
throw a flag. Go ahead. Takars, you saying something?
Yo, it's just like you would be surprised that more people don't flop more in the NFL like the NBA.
Quarterbacks.
Almost 30% of the plays I look at the defensive line, I see Holder.
No, man.
I see Holder almost on every play.
NBA is not. That's another. NBA is not.
Flopper.
Every play.
NBA is not the NBA no more because that's another. They travel. Anyway, look, listen, man.
No, it's called a Euro step.
Nah, man, that's a
podcast.
Hey, that's a LaGrange, North Carolina step. That's what that is. That ain't no that is not a Euro step. All right, listen. All right, real quick, man. What do you think about this, Yusuf? And I said something last week at the barbershop, right? I said, hey, what if the refs were held accountable? Right, guys? What if you actually find the refs, but they go back and look at it and be like, hey, that was a bad call, right? All right, what do you think that can give a negative effect later? Like, would they be missing calls because they'll be like, I'm not going to call that? Or would they make more calls? What do you guys think?
I think it's a more of a domino effect that will happen. Because I think as fans we look at it as they're missing calls, but I think some things might be done on purpose, but they don't want to unveil certain things. So it could show the inadequacies of somebody's eye, or I might want a different ref, or this ref can't see this ref can't do that, or bring somebody else in because this person is. It could be a whole avalanche of.
But you said, what do you see on every other channel?
What do you mean?
What do you? Okay, I'll tell you. You see betting commercials.
Oh yeah.
That has some. In my opinion, that has a lot.
Big
game.
Spreads, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Spreads.
And all that.
Some referees they can drive certain things to make certain things happen. Like, because I forgot what it was, where it was one kid who missed making like 200,000 or whatever for his player. I think Trill, you spoke on it a while back. But what was it? It was something about a player. No. It was like he went and got over the yardage, but he got a penalty, so it went back. He was 1 yard less than hitting his spread, and the guy who betted on it missed like $200,000 because of 1 yard. It was something weird like that.
I think I remember that. That's been a little minute.
That's how they do.
Yeah, right.
They say that they're told to do certain things to make suspect calls.
It might not be to that detailed amount, but I think it might be an overall thing. Where it's like they might want to keep a game close as opposed to saying not letting somebody get 5 yards, some type of that type of deal.
Well,
but I think football was football back then, so they wasn't really as judgmental as it is now. As far as like from the ref side of the ball and things of that nature, they let you play back in those days. I think that started changing. When did it become a passing league? When did it become passer friendly? What, 2007, 8?
The question is, when did we get away from the
running back?
The power eye. When did we get away from
the changed to a passing league?
It was more of a 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Yeah. When they went to that pistol style. Okay, it changed with the quarterbacks. Did you guys agree? It changed with the
Came with the flow of the offense.
yeah.
Yes.
We started doing different stuff.
Yes. And the offensive linemen started having to be faster, quicker with their feet.
Smaller. You look at how small these are. And these offensive linemen is wearing quarterback pads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not Larry Allen.
Yeah. Like back in the day, man, we had
Reggie White.
I played quarterback, but y'all had them big pads.
They're not really that size anymore.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, my ladies, you guys are up. It is the Eagles floor time. We didn't had our fun with the Commanders going against Detroit. You guys played a snowball against LA. I was hoping to go to LA. Unfortunately, we got to go to Philly next week. How did you guys feel about? I heard Shan said earlier, and she's just happy that they win it. That's just all they know. That she's just
I feel
all
the
they do
same
is
way.
win. You know,
Listen, that game had me on edge.
they did.
It had me on edge a lot. I don't even know how to put it in words, but it definitely had me on edge. I was in front of the TV, fussing and cussing at it.
The Eagles won off big plays this year.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Just big plays.
we pulled it off. It was real close. Listen, I'm forever mad at the kicker. I'm sorry. I think the kickers are shaky.
Man.
You know, and this one here, he's really on my nerves because even before the snow started, bruh, Jalen runs in the touchdown. How's we missing field goals, bruh? Like snow hadn't even started.
I think he hit. I think he might have hit the ones that counted.
I do give him credit because he did hit the ones that counted. I will say that.
He hit the ones in the snow.
In the snow, that's
right.
And it was because he not only had to clear the field himself, and our team had to go out, and that was something to see.
And you know it's bad when the kicker don't even look mad after he missed it. He was just like, I wasn't supposed to get that, no way.
And not only that, but entire season as well. If you think about this season,
been a good season for kickers all around. Like
you're right.
It literally has been a low season for kickers on every team. It's
even our kickers missed.
Uncharacteristic for kickers this year.
Yeah. That's why I say. Oh, the kick anything. So, you know, he wasn't on the field enough.
Listen, irrespective of who's actually still playing. Like, you know, whatever. I will say this, and I agree with you about Jake Elliott. I feel like he has definitely peaked and is now maybe on the downturn because he's living off the fact that in 2017, when the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles won, he was a rookie that year, and he hit that 61-yard rookie record kick.
He did.
And I think what people do, and that was against the Giants, by the way, I have to say. I think what people do is they remember that, and they kind of have like a soft spot for him because of that 61-yarder. But I think it's probably time to kind of look around because he's not David Akers for sure. I don't feel like he's gonna be on our team that long.
And you know, I don't think teams really pass around kickers like that, you know, because
nope, they pass around
and they pick somebody up, and then somebody else picks them up. They do. They do.
Yeah.
They do.
He acting like he wants some more money or something, and I'm over here like, sorry.
Who's this?
You need to kick these field goals and get these extra points before you can possibly be asking for money. To me, that's the way he's kicking. But anyway, I do appreciate him for making the ones that count.
I agree with you.
I appreciate him for making the ones that count because if he didn't get the ones that count, it's a possibility that we would have lost that game. Truth.
Y'all won because of big. Y'all won because of big plays. That a lot of Eagles.
That's what I was going to ask about it. I was going to ask you about how do you think that your offensive play was based on how the I know most of it wasn't just based on the kicker, even though he did.
I just had to point that out because he's on my nerves. That's how you know how adamant I am because as soon as he come on the field.
Yeah, Nick Elliott on Lady Hayes' nerves.
Exactly, because as soon as he get on the field, I'm like this. I mean, him.
Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it.
For sure.
No, but for the rest of the game, the big plays was awesome, especially that last touchdown Mr. Barkley ran in. That was glorious in the snow.
He was hitting his head with. I'm like, why you hitting yourself in the helmet, fool? Just run.
that was glorious to see.
I do know.
I want to give props to my defense also too, because I think that if they didn't get some of the stops too in the right amount of time, those were big
Jalen Carter is
plays.
a beast. I don't even miss Fletcher Cox.
Yes.
Jalen Carter is out. I don't like Fletcher Cox.
He's a Georgia.
But
I miss Carter, but I do appreciate Mr. Carter in everything he does. I appreciate him. Salute to him. No, I like him. I was unsure at first, but I like him. We good.
I've been here in Augusta since 2012.
Zach Bond and Josh Sweat can get all the love from me that they deserve, because Zach Bond is out there. This fool came from the Saints, changed positions, and is now a first-team All-Pro linebacker. That's like insane. Like, he wasn't even a linebacker.
He was a defensive end or something.
He was outside linebacker, wasn't
he? Boy, it must be
nice. He switched.
Must be nice to get agents.
Well, anyway, he switched positions and now is All-Pro. He's my spirit animal.
Where he came from. I was wondering where
he came from. New Orleans.
I mean, what position he was switched from is what I was
Yeah.
I don't know how the Eagles were able to get these players, man. Like with the records they had, I don't know how they was able to get Jordan. I don't know how they was able to get what was it, Jordan before that, right? Because they both came from Georgia. Jalen did.
They did some stacking on.
Yeah, I don't know what they did, man.
I don't know how y'all was able to get those players, but y'all still was stacking y'all team.
Kidding me, man.
They had like
they drafted
later pick.
We draft well. We draft so well.
It's pretty they drafted him.
The organization is great.
We draft very well.
Yeah, y'all
team very well. Good deal.
I'm asking, did y'all feel like y'all did good in free agency last year? I think y'all did pretty good. Y'all think y'all did good in free agency last year?
That's when I check out.
The Commanders.
I mean, yeah, we did.
No,
we did pretty well.
Commanders.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Linebacker.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm glad.
Linebackers.
I'm glad you said that.
That's why
Hold on.
Glad you said that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I think Wagner and Louvu and
that's it.
Terry Chin.
We had we had like a small window, Lady Hayes. It was so
I agree. I was gonna say, can we come back? Let's circle back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Look, because at the end of the day, let me just remind everybody. Let me put a reminder.
Hey, Lady Hayes.
I know we ain't played yet, and I know we still getting there. But at the end of the day, we still running that NFC East. At the end of the day,
Listen,
we'll find out.
let's be reminded.
We'll find out.
We'll find out next Sunday.
It's
what the end of this title is going to be.
Who runs the NFC?
Right now, as of today.
I'm going with the girl.
That first push will be illegal.
2025.
Hey, first push will be illegal in about 3 weeks.
Right, you're right. You got it. Y'all run the NFCs.
Yeah,
don't let me put the crown on to remind you.
You're right.
It ain't even time. She's trying to bring the crown out early.
I'm ready to bring it out. They try to play with me.
Without that tush push, that tush push will be illegal next year, y'all. So we're gonna see.
They said that.
So y'all gonna go back to being a
that's
3
just
down.
like Trump bringing back TikTok. It's supposed to have went away. It's still here.
No, he's gonna bring back the tush push too.
Hey, man, that was a
not only are we making good on it, other teams are using it too at this point. Yeah. So it's like
everybody's doing it. So what is
it's gonna be illegal? It's gonna be illegal.
Nobody does it like we do. But Green Bay, they got.
I don't
with the
listen. Football was football. No player would be assisted.
Nope.
That was football. I don't care if we had Jaden.
He on his own. Once he get out there, he was on.
You didn't need to.
I can hear somebody else.
You didn't need to. Are you kidding me? Listen, we're I'm gonna take it back to high school. We're on the field and we're waiting on Goldsboro to lose. Okay? And against Jacksonville. And what I do, go get some water, and then they say, oh, Trail just took it up the middle, 80 yards to beat Jacksonville, and we're done. Some people just.
Okay. You was waiting because if we lost, y'all would go to the playoffs, right?
we would have went to the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, we gotta set it up.
I think we would have went to the playoffs.
We would have went to the playoffs.
I was just
After
wondering if we
these
need to excuse
messages,
ourselves.
agreed. I was thinking the
Hey,
same
Lady
thing.
Hayes, I'm sorry.
We'll
y'all.
be back.
My bad. I didn't mean to take you back behind.
We'll
We'll
I'm
be
sorry.
back.
We're coming back.
My bad, y'all. Ladies.
It's a meeting
Go ahead,
in the
ladies. I'm
ladies'
sorry.
room.
I started it.
My bad,
As soon as he had
my
said something about free agency, I was about to get his ass. Y'all said what you said, and I said, you know what, ladies, y'all get him. I ain't got to say a word because y'all gonna handle this for me now.
Why you still talking?
Wait. I'm definitely going to circle back to this part, but we'll
Yeah.
keep the order because I definitely got to get
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry about that.
perspective on how her team fared,
Brown.
offense, defense, and how you going. So, Shan, floor is yours. Go for it.
Let's go.
Were you ready to give up the floor, Lady Hayes? Because I feel like you still have more to say.
Hey, go for it.
No, you know what? Me and her will feed off each other. I'm good. She might spark up another point. Let's go. I'm ready for it.
I would say this: before it snowed, I feel like the Eagles had their footing. I feel like even when the snow came, because none of these people have ever played in snow. I mean, the last snow game we had was Shady was balling out of control. So let's just say that the snow was a factor for both teams.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you, Dan.
we weren't prepared.
No,
We weren't prepared for it, and neither were they.
You act like it was like
I heard it.
better for
We all heard
I
it.
said it.
Both teams.
Yeah.
People playing
No,
ground.
no, it was a factor for both teams because the temperature of the room, for lack of a better phrase, did change.
Yes.
There were some issues with the snaps. There was some, holding the ball too long, afraid of slipping and falling on the ground type situation. I think the turning point for us defensively was when Quinyon Mitchell went out with the shoulder injury. Because before that, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua were not a factor.
They were
Yeah.
They were not showing up. Just like in the first game, we kind of shut them down with our.
I didn't even know
corners.
Cup was in the game.
Yeah.
That part. Definitely. So that was definitely a shift, and you saw it because the Rams started putting up, they started having a lot more open pass plays. And on the offensive side, I will say, like, that first run from Jalen, I was screaming, like, go, go, Nick, go, Nick. I was screaming. And then, when obviously Saquon, he has his big plays. And Dallas Goedert, and I say this every week because, like, Jake Elliott gets on your nerves, Dallas Goedert gets on mine because I'm always like, he's not Zach Ertz. I can't let go. But he had a couple outstanding plays. And the fact that A.J. Brown said publicly, you know what, I know I wasn't doing well, but I just had to block for Dallas, was enough for me to be like, bravo, brother.
Thank you.
So, I mean, listen, I'm just glad we won. I'm like Lady Hayes. It was like, I'm Fred Sanford out here. Because you can ask Stan, I was texting him like, okay, y'all won. That means we're going to lose because there's no way the universe wants both of us in. And I was like, at times I was like, okay, here we go. Especially when number 91 from the Rams, I don't know his name, but he came running after Jalen. He was the only one out there. I'm like, Jalen, you can start a step and beat this big horse.
He just fell down.
Fell. I'm like, come on, bro. Stuff like that really had me like, okay, we're going to lose.
No, he looked down at that snow. He was like, I'm not running from this spot.
So I thought it was hilarious because they said before the game that Saquon reached out to Shady and asked him what type of equipment did he wear, because I think Shady ran for like 70 something in that game.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he going to, I guess, wear the same equipment and whatever kept him warm and ran 205. That's ridiculous.
He said that
His cleats was this long, bro.
He said the cleats were longer, and he said he don't love running in a long cleat. And he said, but whatever the equipment managers or the team says equipment he will use it. So he went out there with the long cleats.
Yeah.
And my favorite though was the first touchdown when he looked Verse in the face and was like, "Catch me!
That was my
Try
favorite.
Try to catch me."
Yeah.
That was definitely my favorite. That was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, Jared Verse was getting on my nerves.
I thought we was gonna have to send him
Yeah,
underground to the jail cell. I really was hoping his safety was,
Not in there.
I was concerned for his safety, honestly, because I'm thinking like, this man really, he in Philly, and I know how we are against each other. We'll turn against each other. We'll fight each other. So
He didn't care.
Right.
He was even amping him up.
clearly, but
He was
if the
asking
right
for it.
one would have got on the field,
You right. He wanted
They
it.
would have been going to jail that day, seriously. But I could agree with everything you said because it was at one point in time where I thought it was over for us. And I think that was probably like fourth quarter, maybe.
Yeah, Darius Slay had a big defensive stop right there, which everybody's saying should have been a pass interference call, but y'all can kiss me.
Hey,
We just said that earlier. It's some calls that have just literally affected this. I believe this whole season there have
Listen,
been
if
some
Kansas City
detrimental
can get some
calls.
home cooking, so can we.
Yeah,
Let me say
they
something.
have to change the quarterback play next year because of that hit, man.
Yeah, and the thing for you all's game, McVay, can you hear
we
me?
listening.
Can you hear me? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, we.
You on
Okay.
fast forward though. Your voice is moving real fast.
Yeah, I'm from New York today. But if you can hear me.
Okay, son.
Yes, sir. So McVay kind of he coached
Done,
himself
son.
out of this game. Like once the snow started, he didn't coach the game that he normally would coach, and he just didn't throw the ball as much. And he ain't go for it on fourth downs. He kicked field goal, and instead of being aggressive and getting the touchdowns, it definitely would have put more pressure on the Eagles had he tried to go for more fourth downs. He just looked at the snow as almost like his team couldn't do it until they had to. They was more aggressive in the fourth quarter than they were in that second and third. Once the snow started falling, they definitely kind of like took their foot off the pedal, was playing it safe, and Saquon blew it open. Yeah, so
That's when you're supposed to go to the run, which
Big
the
plays.
Ravens didn't do.
The one thing I wish we.
They gave up on a quarter. They did it, but they gave up on a quarter and it was too late after that. By the time
Yeah.
they catch
Yeah.
up anymore.
Yeah,
I wish we would have went for two that first touchdown with Jalen.
yeah.
I wish we would have went on and went for two because I think that really would have just kind of had a cushion to me in my mind, a little cushion to end the game in the sense not knowing what way it was gonna go. Also, too preparing for the snow to fall because clearly they knew it was gonna happen at some point in the game. So yeah, if they'd have went for
as much as
two.
you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I understand why they didn't though, but
I don't know if you can
I feel
prepare.
that.
I don't know if you can literally prepare for a snow game because
Right.
every type of snow is different. Someone said that. I think who was that said every game is different in the snow. Someone Stafford. Somebody that said every game in the
Why he didn't
snow.
know when he played in the snow.
Not Stafford. It was some quarterback. Every game that he plays, every snow game is different.
Josh Allen could say that.
For sure.
Yeah. So
he
he should have called Josh. Well, can he call Josh Allen?
Nah.
He ain't playing.
Hey, Trill, you was gonna have a point that you was gonna say about Saquon.
Oh.
It's 205. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That you gonna miss. Yeah, you gonna miss. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
That's like
there was a lot of missing.
That's why I said any running back that has low hits that can change agile and be agile. It's a wrap in the snow. Like I'm telling you right now, I love Derrick Henry. We talked about him before, but he is a semi truck. He can go one time. He's going forward and he's going back. He's not going at all.
He is. What's the big? He's George Foreman. Like he's a haymaker. He's a haymaker. Like if he running this way, I don't think he can run in a zone blocking offense. I don't. Cause he's not really a cutting back. That's more like a Saquon, Marshall Faulk.
Saquon's a special back. That dude got he'll wait and all of a sudden his skip step. Oh goodness, his hop step is crazy. He can just end up one hop and he's gone like that.
Yeah, but
I think that 76 yard, that 50
yeah,
he made.
It's
He was behind the back and he just skipped one time and he was out the door.
I think Jameer
See, the
Gibbs.
thing about it is that offensive line that the Eagles working with, and the offensive line coaching is doing a great job.
Yeah,
Staying those holes and open up those lanes that hasn't been there previously.
absolutely.
Since Sadie McCoy was in the town. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Like y'all offensive line plays.
I don't remember Eagles. I don't
Just about to ask that.
they just didn't have
Eagles
six.
having a bad
We've
line.
been having the top 3 line for like.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to ask that. Then I took it out of my face. That's what's up.
Now I do want to ask you about how you feel about Fangio this game, Shan.
Listen, I already gave my apologies to him. I did. Because before the season, I was like, why in the world would we hire this dude? He couldn't stop anything in Miami.
Let me ask y'all this:
But
how do y'all
he
feel
came to
about?
Philly and he had the right pieces. He had the right players. Because I guess that's all it is. You can coach whatever, you can coach whoever, but if they ain't the right players, they're not gonna do what they're supposed to do.
How do you feel about Kellen Morris potentially leaving y'all, coming to us?
Who?
I think that's some whack stuff. You know why? You know how I feel about that. And it's not.
Agree.
And it's not even about him coming to y'all. I'm sick and tired of people plucking our damn coordinators. It's like,
Right.
dang, we won the Super Bowl in 2017. Our coordinators gone.
Well, y'all
We go to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Coordinators gone. Leave our freaking coordinators alone.
Who y'all plucking from Dallas?
Organization alone.
Who y'all
Because what
plucking
we
from
showing
Dallas?
you guys is that we still winners.
We got to pluck because we getting plucked.
That
Y'all
happens every
plucked them
year
from
to every
Dallas.
team. Look at Detroit right now. Ben Johnson
That
gone.
don't happen to them every year. It happens to us more than anybody.
No, it happens to every
Agreed.
to every team.
You guys always have a line though, always.
Nature of the beast.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
look at
only thing is,
look at
Jeff Stoutland, our offensive line coordinator,
The
has
Commanders
stuck with
got the
us.
Cowboys. They got Dan Quinn. They got O.C. Digizur. They got a lot of our old players in old regime. You know,
The only thing I know about Dan Quinn is 28-3.
Them
That's
jokers, they
it.
just
28-3.
themselves because players follow coaches.
28-3.
Players follow coaches.
Yeah. And
And
Michael's
coaches
coming
follow
too.
coaches. And
Yeah,
coaches
Michael Parsons coming too. Don't worry about it. He'll be there next year.
Michael Parsons will never, ever don that ugly member.
I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna be in the burgundy and gold. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, if we get Michael Parsons, we getting Jaden Daniels. We gonna get Jaden Daniels.
It's gonna
Then.
be crazy.
That's
All right.
crazy.
All right. All right.
Thanks for
smoking the
for
same
proving the asinine
We
point.
smoking the same crack. Meet me at the crack.
All right, so
Diet track versus real thing.
you smoke crack now, don't you?
Yeah, meet me at the crack house. We
Don't
smoking the
jump.
same-
Right. Don't do me like that.
He's
I don't think I can take any. I don't think I can take any more disappointment as a
Shout out to my
Commanders
brother
fan.
Jermaine Hopkins.
I don't think I could ever take any more disappointment as a Commanders fan. So please don't say that.
Man, look.
You
I'm
might take some disappointment on Sunday.
Just not.
Talk to him, Sam. Talk to him, Sam.
Sam, you are
Damn.
basically in spot because I was gonna go right into, since we talked about our games last the other day, Saturday and Sunday, we need to talk about what's gonna happen on Sunday at 3:00. And Sham says talks first.
3.
She made first blood. You know what I'm saying?
You drew first blood. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sham.
That's what I'm saying. So how you feel? How you gonna feel about what's gonna happen on Sunday in Philly?
Before you say that, Sham, let me do you a favor.
Uh-oh.
Now I want you to follow me now. You be smart, because you a very smart girl now. So follow me. Sham.
She is kind. She is
Mouth.
smart.
Sham,
She is important. Okay.
That ain't even smart. That's just not. That's dumb. Listen,
the Commanders gonna beat y'all by 40. Ain't that right, Lady
Yeah.
Hayes? They're gonna
we
beat
ain't
y'all.
never.
Hell no.
Now again, huh?
We ain't never scared. Let's go.
No,
Hey.
you got to do more than that. You got to do more than that.
You know we dogs. Go away.
I think my
You guys-
eyebrows is gonna be stuck like
I
this.
You guys
know.
are going
Rest
to
of the
need-
session. It's
The Commanders
okay.
gonna beat y'all. The Commanders gonna beat y'all.
You guys, I call y'all the big play. I call y'all the big play Eagles this year. All right, Eagles get big plays. You're gonna need it in order to beat the Commanders. Number one, you gotta blow us out. This year, you're not beating us close. Now, although they beat us by 6 the first game. I got it. Right? And that didn't happen until the fourth quarter off of what play?
Saquon.
A big
Y'all
play.
didn't
Bro,
beat us
y'all
until
won't
the fourth
have
quarter.
half y'all season. Y'all won't have
a
y'all season
big play.
minus a touchdown, but
A big play. Well, hold on. No, but you got to blow us out to beat us, because we're gonna win. We're gonna win that last 2 minutes of the game. So you can't keep the game close with us on Sunday. And if the Eagles do beat us, it's gonna be on a big play.
I
It's
think
gonna be
y'all
on a
took
big play.
a page out of our book too.
You're not gonna beat us up.
I'll piggyback off of what you
You're
said.
not gonna beat us up.
I'll piggyback and say
Easy,
the only way
easy.
that I think that we're going to sit there and get over Philly is because like this is as long as Jalen Hurts throws under 150 yards, they're more likely to win. If he throws over 100, 200 yards, they always lose. With that being said, in the snow, because I know it's gonna be cold, it's probably gonna be snow again. We're gonna have to double down on Saquon. If you stop Saquon, I will make like Jalen Hurts is going. You gonna force you to use your arm in the cold because you really can't throw like that. But you serviceable when it's sunny weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Generally, but when it get cold, I'm gonna trust the pick all day long.
Talking like that. Stop talking like that, man. Like, don't disrespect this kid that's been to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
say how you really feel.
Like,
Say how you really
like
feel.
he's been to the
He
Super
definitely
Bowl.
has
He's
said
been
what he
to the
feels.
NFC East. Like, don't
Stand
talk
there,
over
minute,
this
talk
man.
stuff again.
Nah.
Let him talk. Let him cook.
Oh,
Look, he already said we weren't supposed to be here. So I don't
I'm
He
just
already
wondering
said
if
enough.
I was
Talk
ever
like-
supposed to give my take because
You
I didn't
will,
give
you
my
will.
take.
yeah, you will.
Yeah,
I was supposed to be first, but I
What you
never
want?
got my take.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Thank you, Takaris.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, my take is this, and I've said this all season long, so I came back off of it. I said if the Philadelphia Eagles get to the NFC Championship game, we are going to win and go to the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
I did not have any problem with us losing in the early rounds. I said we're probably going to lose in like the wild card or divisional is fine, but if we get to the NFC Championship, we will be in the Super Bowl, and I have to ride with that take. Now, do I think that Washington is going to make it incredibly difficult for us? Of course. And I honestly, in my gut, feel like they are riding the magic spirit train that we rode in 2017 with Nick Foles. I do. But I will not fall off of my tape that if we get to this NFC Championship game, in which we are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
The
understood.
only way y'all do not go to the Super Bowl, and
Because if we lose,
mark my words, if Saquon has over 75 rushing yards in the first half of that game, shake your head, praise your God, y'all going to the Super Bowl. If he have more than 75 yards in the first half, remember when you're watching the game. If you're watching the game and he got over 75 yards, y'all gonna win that game because Dan Quinn ain't gonna stop that rush. He ain't gonna stop that run. Now, I like Jaden Daniels. The question is, they said Jaden Daniels was battle tested. Do you think that
Oh,
this
we
young
going back to that.
right now
I guess we are.
I guess
It's
we are.
not
yet.
We
Not
can't
yet.
talk about our game,
Not yet.
but the guy on the sidelines
Not yet.
got the most to say.
We close for more than 90 seconds.
Ain't nothing to even talk about anymore because they already know what it is, truth be told. And it's okay because at the end of the day,
came into Trey.
this is what I feel. I think that we do have some other pieces too. Saquon is a very big piece. He's a great big piece, but we do have other pieces that we can use that we really have not used a whole lot this season. So
Because we
we
haven't
got
had
pieces that we exactly. So
Right.
regardless of
you gotta
what,
tell him more, baby. He don't know how to give him the ball.
regardless of what if whoever if they do their job like we normally do when it comes to this point in time of the season, and we want this bad enough, and we know we the dogs, we out the hunt, as we said, we're gonna go ahead and if we got to use all the pieces, we're using all the pieces. So y'all just got to get ready for what pieces we might put into play because you don't know who it's going to be. Hell, we don't know who it's going to be, but I tell you one thing, if we ain't got to use those pieces, we going to use those pieces. You seen us. We had to go to the third string quarterback already this season.
I think I have heard everything
You heard what
you can hear
see
as
what
Commanders
happened?
fan.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. We going to use them pieces.
You don't talk like that without that crown. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It's right here. Ready. Let's go.
Damn, Notre Dame.
But no, I mean, all right. So I'll give y'all that. You know, I was talking heavy a little bit, but I'll give y'all that. Y'all do have.
Oh, bit heavy. Bit heavy.
That's all been
Yeah, like
used yet. So I mean, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. The thing about it is that okay. So I'm gonna be that was the me talking trash talk side of it. But realistically, there's never been a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl, ever. And if that happens, the world's going to explode. As far as he is the next coming, he is the face of the NFL he is the MVP for the
Oh,
next
number
5
one in
years.
jersey sales for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be everything or beyond whatever. So we technically don't know. But realistically, if a rookie makes it to the Super Bowl, bro, I don't know. I might go to New Orleans. I don't even know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But it's more favorable for the Eagles to make it because I'm gonna tell you, I think quietly this year has been about Saquon more than it's been about Lamar and Josh and everybody else because Saquon has been like the underdog greatest story
It's his
in the NFL.
Get back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like the comeback player of the year type, and he didn't come
Yeah,
back
that's
so
what I was
much.
gonna say.
You know what I
It's
mean?
giving that.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's giving that whole greatest thing. So I really want to say that the story is about him more than it is anything else. But like the thing about it is that the Dayton Daniels has an equally higher compelling story as well. So it's like you're throwing up, you're tossing the orange and apple, but you don't know which one's going to happen. So it's gonna be like how me and we was watching the game on Detroit. We just don't know what's going to happen. All those turnovers and long touchdowns, that was just happening out of the blue in my brain. I was just like, I'm glad it happened. So I'm gonna toss it up and say it's going to be an interesting game on Sunday. So I just didn't want to see y'all. I wanted y'all to lose or on your own somewhere else. But
I will say,
Yeah, I fully expect to be playing the Lions on Sunday. I did.
But I'm glad it.
Well, I was hoping.
got over that.
I was hoping.
I knew that we could probably take them out.
Nah, son.
No, I was hoping. I was hoping that we.
Hold up, because it's like
He
this.
said, "Nah, son."
We started this podcast about who runs the NFC East, not expecting the first year of this podcast is going to run into who runs the NFC out of this
for sure.
NFC East. So I'm
Right.
fully glad that
Right.
it's Washington and Philly playing.
Yeah.
And one of us is going to represent the East in the Super Bowl. And that's big for this podcast because it makes this podcast super relevant in this very first year and season of going. So I'm glad it ended up that way.
Yeah,
So
for
thank
sure.
you, or thank
I'm
you.
with you when you're right.
Like,
I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah, he's right. All hate aside, he's right.
Yeah, because I've seen some other stuff with Magruder and everybody else having,
Too bad it ain't the Cowboys because people will watch us. They ain't gonna watch all that.
Here we go.
Man. Boy, y'all come up like a rat. You just pop up out of nowhere. Don't
Boy, Mr. Peasy.
Did I come in talking too much?
No, you're fine. You're perfect. You're perfect. No, it's just that she's comfortable with
You messing with that?
Picard and PZ. She know how they go. You know what I mean? They just be jumping in and all of a sudden they talk about politics and they're talking about banging cookies out of nowhere. It's just random.
Like Mike been looking forward to this all season.
But yeah. It's been. I've been waiting. I've been just waiting to get on with you guys, man. I appreciate it. You guys having me, man, for real.
Absolutely, man.
I'm super busy.
I've been messaging you.
I'm super busy.
Letting you know.
Yeah.
You ready, bro? We got you. You know what I
I'm
mean?
super busy, man, down here. I'm in Augusta. I'm two and a half hours from you guys. I've been here since 2012.
Wow.
So and yeah. Well, ain't nothing in Augusta. You know what it is. We go to Atlanta. We go. My wife is Ethiopian. Yeah. My wife's Ethiopian, so we go to Atlanta to get the Ethiopian food.
Oh, I'm telling you. Where we're gonna be at Sunday.
All right.
We're gonna be right at the spot.
I'll be there.
Again, so.
Yeah, when Atlanta
The same spot? The same spot?
Yeah.
Do I need to catch a flight?
Yeah, when Atlanta
No, we had it's the Taco Mac where they had it's like a Redskins fan club out there.
What are you talking about?
It was like
I really need to catch a flight.
it was super loaded in there.
Takash, you in Atlanta too?
Yeah, he's too.
Hey, TP, show up in Dallas for a phone.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What? That's dumb. I don't want no fake Eagles fan.
You understand?
Well, you know what? Green.
How dare you?
No, it wouldn't look good on you.
Well,
Green is for a special.
Ooh. Indeed.
Gumby.
Like winners, like that
But-
money green.
But as the cat that who has talked the most junk on this podcast all season,
Oh, you talking about yourself?
real talk, y'all.
Okay.
Real talk. Congratulations. I am very happy. Like Stan said.
No, you are not.
Like Stan said. No, seriously. I am seriously. All jokes aside, 'cause I play a lot. It's an act. I am an actor. So for real.
You laughing?
Congratulations. Cause no, I'm a Jaden Daniels fan. Like real talk. Like I'm a Jaden Daniels fan. Like I rock with him. I watched the game with Stan. He'll tell you like the whole nine. But however, regardless of yes, I don't want y'all to go Super Bowl. God knows that. But if y'all go, it's gonna be dope to have a rookie quarterback. A black
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, cause it is.
It's gonna be a black quarterback
for real. But
either way.
Jaden Hurts already did his thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm talking about a rookie.
Yeah. That's a crazy story. That's a crazy story.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That'll be the first. You know what I mean?
This is
all
the
of us have
position.
been growing up in the age where we've seen a lot of firsts.
This is the position.
Whatever's.
This is the position that those folks said that we weren't smart enough to hold. They still feel that way to this day. So to have a young man come fresh out of school that's about 45 years old. Yeah, to have a young man come out of college that's about 45 years old and to play his rookie year and to get all the way there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
About 40.
So
About 40.
You want him to be 19?
That man praise God more than my pastor.
Oh my God.
He do.
How old was what's old boy from Oregon, the Broncos?
Bo Nix?
he 25.
Bo Nix like 32.
He 27. He 26. 27.
He up there.
So the 25-year-olds automatically turn 30, huh?
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
just look at the success of these guys, man. Like these guys were seasoned. They were seasoned players.
Nick's 24 too. He's 24.
It's how the music industry used to be.
They were seasoned players.
You used to get ARs, you used to get training, and you used to get developed.
Not no more. Not anymore.
On the fire.
Nah.
It proves the NFL's point that you need to be a seasoned player to play their game.
Absolutely. You need development.
You need to go through all their years of college.
Maturity, man. It's maturity and poise. Jaden Daniels is something different. I can't really compare him to any quarterback that I'm 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, in my lifetime, I don't know if I can see a rookie quarterback with this type of poise. Like I would be.
That's because he's 30.
That type of
real.
poise. Maybe that. I compare him to that. I compare him.
We did this already.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
but
I think you must have came in right then.
No. So Mike, I'm not sure if you don't remember, but every time somebody
How
says
we compare him to
anything,
Dak?
it's always
We can't compare him to Michael Vick or anybody
it's
else.
always something to that. Every
Look,
time.
even Cam Newton for somebody like
Cam, can we compare him to somebody else?
they were talking about Dak Prescott like they talking about Jaden Daniels right now. I remember.
That
Yes.
goes into every conversation. Yes.
And he got better every game.
Yes.
He got better every game.
Yes.
He got better every. I'm talking about progression, not success. Like
Every game.
because
I don't look at it like that.
where is he now?
You don't. Of course you don't.
And just like Sakar just said, he rock with Jaden Daniels. I rock with Dak Prescott. I've been a Washington fan since I was a kid. I've been a Washington fan since I can remember. But I always rock. I don't take nothing from Dak.
Caution was trash when they were saying when they were saying
Yeah.
We will not allow cars to talk noise and agree with Dak Prescott about that.
Dak can't run though. Dak can't run.
I can't run word now.
I don't think he's ever had that type of running IQ that Jaden Daniels has.
No.
Yeah.
look like he's not running.
Hey, he got the turkey plant boots on down there in Bentley. He got them turkey plant boots on. Put it in them turkey plant boots.
Video move.
So going back to Jaden, right? I was actually talking about this with my boyfriend earlier, and I was, just thinking, with the success that Jaden Daniels has had, and obviously he's a seasoned rookie because he did have a great year at LSU last year, won the Heisman, all this stuff.
Yeah.
What was the big thirst factor for Caleb Williams? Am I missing why the Bears?
Wow.
I'm so confused.
No, okay. So
Now I know Caleb Williams won the Heisman the year before, but that should have been the year he came out. I mean,
Right.
if like Matt Liner knows,
Right.
You need to just go when you're hot.
Right.
But I'm just like, why were the Bears so thirsty to get rid of Justin?
Fields.
I can't really. field to bring in Caleb Williams instead of, and listen, God bless Jaden Daniels for not getting picked by the Bears. But I just didn't understand his thirst for Caleb Williams over Jaden Daniels. Can y'all help me with this?
Because my take on it is that Caleb Williams' USC tape plays it looks exactly like Mahomes. It's like it's almost a carbon copy. I mean, he was able to, of course, but in college don't have as much talent as the NFL, so you get, you can look extraordinary around people who have lesser talent. So, but his play life in USC was crazy. His tape. Jaden Daniels popped off the tape in the SEC. Where are you?
Well, they in the Big East now, ain't they?
USC.
Nah.
Or the Big Ten or whatever.
Okay, but it's not the SEC.
But they were in the Pac-12.
Okay.
At the time.
Right. So Jaden Daniels plays in the SEC. That's almost like playing in the NFL, comparable to conferences to everybody else.
They had 41 touchdown passes.
So my whole thing about it is that, like I said in previous podcasts, there is the most decorated USC quarterback that ever came out of USC is Rodney Peete. Ever.
Carolina
Panthers. Huh?
Carolina Panthers / Dallas Cowboys.
Right. Because what I'm saying is that most schools, when they did that,
/ Philadelphia Eagle.
like USC is not known for
Don't do that.
developing quarterbacks, so I don't even know where the hype was.
You were trash with y'all.
I would have definitely.
Did you say USC? You said
He was trash with the Eagles, but he was there.
Who did you say developing quarterbacks? You said
USC doesn't develop good quarterbacks.
USC.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
They do.
See, the last. Didn't they have a?
I can't name another running back besides Lindell White and Reggie Bush and O.J. Simpson. So who else?
They had a quarterback. Yeah, he's a quarterback.
Matt Leinart.
He told you, Ken.
Liner.
Matt Leinart.
only had 1 year.
Yeah.
He should have left that year, but he
Garbage.
stayed because he wanted to take a salsa class.
Yeah.
Like certain schools are known for certain positions.
Carson Palmer, Mark Sanchez.
Right, like Georgia known for running backs.
Yeah, they are not known for quarterbacks, so I don't know where the hype
LSU
is.
known wide receivers.
Huh?
LSU.
Maybe that was it.
Wide
I mean, Carson Palmer was pretty good when he was good.
Well, maybe that was it. Maybe that was the it for what you were asking earlier. Like, and he put up some great numbers. I mean,
That's a low it.
he put some great numbers up though. Didn't he put some great numbers up?
That part.
Yeah,
Dude.
Tebow was crazy in college.
Dude.
Yep.
Hey,
Wow, Percy Harvin.
he couldn't get right. He couldn't get right, or
NFL. He didn't transition.
he was in the wrong position, bro. If you'd have put Tim Tebow, right? If you'd have put Tim Tebow at like a H back, like what's the boy used to play for the Redskins? Cooley. So that was, I believe, that Tim Tebow should have played. Tim Tebow should have played tight end. I think when he got to the league,
They tried.
I know.
They tried that at the end.
Did they try? Did they try? Oh.
No. He tried. He came back at Jacksonville, and he
Oh.
didn't do well. He couldn't do
Okay,
well after that.
okay.
He tried.
That's right.
He wanted to
But
get
he's
back
still,
in the NFL, and he
but,
was horrible.
but he's in commercials like he won a Super Bowl, NFC Championship time.
Yeah. But
Did he win a Heisman?
He's college royalty. He'll always
Yeah,
have
he a
that.
Heisman.
Yeah, he'll
gonna
always
have
have
that.
that.
As a quarterback,
So it's all good.
he finished his career with a winning record. They're gonna leave Tebow alone. They just weren't ready for his style of playing in the league.
Weren't
It's the
they
same
9-7 that last
It's the
year?
sa- yeah, it's the same way.
What was
as
that? What was
how-
that standing? I'm sorry.
I said Tim Tebow finished his career as a winning quarterback.
Yeah.
He
So-
won the second round of playoffs with Denver.
Right. So they just weren't ready for his style of
I'm
play.
gonna play all win that.
At that time, they didn't want to run all this RPO stuff. Now we running RPOs with dang quarterbacks. So the league just wasn't ready for Tim.
That
Tebow's
shouldn't be
style
running
of
it.
play. Exactly. And now if he was playing, he probably could play in this league right here. But they just weren't ready for his style of play. No, he don't throw a good ball, but he can play football.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he could.
Everybody
He'd
big
been
team.
able to play, but they weren't ready for that. They wanted some more Tom Brady, Peyton Manning type quarterbacks, and they dying out. That's why as I was telling Peasy.
When did this?
All the quarterbacks that's playing right now have mobile quarterbacks, including Josh Allen. So it's like everybody can run, everybody can
He's
throw.
probably most mobile left.
Yeah.
Even though Tom Brady tried to throw shade to mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, that position is totally changing. It's about
It's
to
changing. Everybody's
make
mobile.
a straight overhaul.
The only white quarterback left is running more than the rest of the quarterbacks that's left.
Yeah, he scored 3 touchdowns rushing. I think.
Damn. Good point.
He's big though.
He was on goal line runs though.
Was Cam Newton running the RPO?
Cam was running a little
Yeah,
bit.
he was.
A little bit.
I think he was running more of a pistol, right?
Yeah, he running RPO.
He was
Was that an RPO? Was it called an RPO?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was called an
They
RPO.
just won't say it as much
I don't know.
because they didn't want.
I don't know if it, I don't know.
That means run pass option because I didn't.
Yeah.
I just watch it.
I don't know if that. I don't know if what Cam was running was an RPO.
It was.
Yeah, it was
If you
RPO.
go back and watch.
Yeah, it was
you'll
always
see him.
that.
You,
He hand
put
off
the
and take
ball
off
out.
and run. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll pull in and pull out.
I don't know if it's. Yeah,
So
he was like he was running that. Yeah,
look,
running.
look, there it is.
Right. He wasn't reading that 3 technique or that 9. He wasn't.
That's because
He wasn't on the 8.
That was Cam's choice. Cam thought he was Superman all the time, so he would
Right, that's what I'm
keep the
saying.
ball and go,
So it
but
wasn't
he-
an RPO.
But he could throw it. He just didn't. That's the difference.
Yeah.
They called it for him. He just might not throw it because he's Cam
What's
Newton,
that,
and he'd rather dive.
He's running
Okay.
RPO right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they called it an RPO. Is what I'm saying, because look at the linemen. Like if it's an RPO, the linemen wait about 4 seconds before they go upfield. They have to, or it's going to be. If he throws the ball, it's going to be illegal. How many times we seen that penalty this year?
But that's
On the RPO, like just because they decide to throw it, the linemen are 4 or 5 yards upfield because they don't know. They can't. They ain't looking behind them. So I think with just what Trail just said, I think he made that decision. I think he just made that decision. I don't even think he might read that. If it was an inside dive, I think he did read that little. If he bites, he does take it to the outside or whatever.
Check
Or if he
this
doesn't
out.
bite,
Watch
he'll
this.
let him have
Let
it.
me help you think about it
Yeah.
like this. When Cam was playing, you remember Peyton was playing.
Yeah.
You know Peyton was playing shotgun sometimes
Right.
too. Peyton never really faked the handoff
Yeah.
from shotgun. That's what we know. So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cam was doing that from the shotgun, where everybody else, when they under center, you know they got a chance of handing the ball out. Tom goes under center, he's going to hand it off sometimes. Peyton's going to hand it off, or they're going to play action it from under center. They not play action it from shotgun.
Oh look,
Play action it from shotgun.
Exactly.
I was
right.
just trying to figure. I was just trying to. Yeah, I was trying to see if that was actually called an RPO though.
Case in point, Stan. Check it out.
Yeah.
Cam's from shotgun right there.
There you go, so we can see.
Is he gonna dab? Is he gonna dab?
Okay.
Please dab.
Basically, he came out of the shotgun just like what you said. He didn't go up under the center because Cam was always a shotgun quarterback.
Yeah.
Or run it.
So it was one that looks like the Wildcat. I mean, not the Wildcat. But
It was an option. It's an option.
Yeah, it's an option.
Yeah, this play was an option. The first touchdown was an RPO,
Yeah.
but this one right here was an option. You're exactly right, my brother.
I mean, there was a point in the NFL where you could not run an option. Y'all remember those years?
Yeah.
You just couldn't run an option.
No,
Yeah.
they just went.
People tried it.
Because that was a college. They consider that a college play, so they ain't
Yeah,
want to run it.
they didn't run.
It's like the
they didn't
wishbone,
wanna run-
basically.
They
Yeah.
didn't
What's that?
want to run any of that.
Hold on, didn't Eastern Wayne run the wishbone?
Yeah, they ran a little
Yeah.
bit.
Run the wishbone.
We ran more of a wing T.
Yeah.
It's more like a wing T.
Mhm.
Yeah, Adrian and Adrian
It was trash.
and it was more like
The
that.
NFL,
We had Adrian and Rod and a couple of them guys.
They felt like they was playing a college.
Yeah,
style
the,
offense.
no.
It
The
was
thing
just
is
that.
that that too. But I think in college you don't have that caliber of talent to where you got quarterbacks that can outrun people. Look at RG3 at Baylor. He just outrun. He was ridiculous athlete. But could RG3 run that? Or maybe other quarterback would run that option in pro. They wasn't running the option in pro a lot. It just didn't work.
Well, I'm saying, but watch this.
And that too, yeah.
But that's not what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and that
What
too.
I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
even in college,
Go ahead, Sam.
college started
Sorry.
the total 5 wide spread. They want 5 wide and spreading all the time in the NFL back then. but they starting to take in some college offensive sets, and that's what's changing what we're seeing in the NFL from what it used to be. It just used to be pro style ball. They used to have the single back. They used to have the eye back.
Are the players younger?
Are you describing the West Coast offense?
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, Joe Montana ain't had no 5 wide. Steve Young didn't play 5 wide.
Right.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, this is college offense that we're watching in the NFL now, and it's more explosive because there's so many different offenses in college. Yeah. But the NFL just didn't adopt that. It was straight pro style ball. Mm-hmm. If you go back and look at old offense, it's pretty predictable. But now, it's all over the place. Like, they can do a bunch of different things. That's why Ben Johnson got the job he got. Yeah.
That's the threat. That's the threat that Daniels gives you.
Yeah.
Like, he knows how to run that RPO. Like, he adopted that thing really fast. He knows when to run. I think there was some situations where he should have handed it off.
Of course.
And not ran. But yeah. And to your point as well, Stan. Yeah, they probably are running they did try to run that option. It's because the players in the NFL are actually younger now. Right? They're leaving 1 and 2 years.
Quarterback, he's 30.
45. He about
47.
I knew she was gonna do it.
47.
They are younger, and they are coming into the league, and they are suggesting this, and they are tailoring offenses around these young quarterbacks. And they're all right, what type of what can these guys run? Even the guys that's in the backfield, they just played last year. They can run that option, and the guys on the end know how to defend it and run it. So yeah, I think the younger the players got, the more they adopted that option type. Okay. That RPA takes a type of quarterback.
So we are at the time where we need to make a prediction for the week before we close out.
Well,
I mean, we already know what you guys are going to say. Come on now.
I mean, I don't know, because Stan said y'all were going to lose, and I said I feel it in my spirit.
I'm talking to my spirit
that the Washington was going to win.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
Stan might think they're going to lose again.
I'm just saying. Yeah, because I want history to be made. I want a rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl, so we can just hear that for the rest of your life.
History will be made regardless.
History's gonna be, true that.
That'll be one thing you can hold over them.
Man,
that's the one thing you'll be able to hold over them.
You know what I mean? Can't wait for it.
Oh wait, before we get to the predictions, I just want to point out that the last time Buffalo was in a Super Bowl,
Michael Jackson.
They lost to the NFC. They lost to all the NFC East except for us. Mm-hmm. If we make the Super Bowl and they do and we beat them, that's going to be the first team in history to lose
to a whole
division.
To a whole thing. Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Were we the NFC East then?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, we changed. No, but we had some more teams.
Arizona was there.
Arizona was there.
We kicked Arizona out.
Yeah, we had another team.
The Phoenix Cardinals.
You're right.
Good to be. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
Showing our age now.
Hey, you.
Listen, I'm old.
Listen,
I was born in the 1900s.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
I just turned 45.
You know, it would only be me to say this. Y'all get to the Super Bowl and y'all play the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. How great that would be.
Yeah.
But if y'all lose to them, y'all will be the only team in the NFC East that'll let them win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That's true.
Why you just had to really just
man.
So don't let us down. Don't let us
It's not the first time we would have been the only. We were the only one that hadn't won a Super Bowl. So whatever. We do onlys. We could.
I'm just saying, don't let us down. Call Rocky. Call Rock.
Oh no.
That's our gray on. Me and Peasy wore our gray for y'all. I bet y'all ain't even noticed. We wore our gray for y'all. Call Rock.
You wore for yourselves.
We going for y'all. We going for y'all. Y'all better.
I got on some gray pants. You care about that?
Y'all better accept this. We working for y'all. Y'all better embrace it.
All I know is I'm waiting for Lady Hayes to do the wallow. Not the wallow. Wait her to do the gilly.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Hey, hey, hey,
Look, I don't have to get the
Do
camera
it,
right and everything, but I am ready though.
I need a
I'm
hat.
ready. I'm so ready.
Gilly had too short in his driveway today.
Right. And then the broom man came from across the street. I gotta get an eagle. I
Yo,
gotta
what
get
is
something
up with that deck brush? He be coming with the deck brush. He be doing the Bernie. He be out there.
We got
Hey.
what happened to
Here.
Hold on.
Got two uses. We got two uses.
Are we still recording?
I guess.
Mine just kicked me straight up. Hold on a second.
Yeah, same thing as
It's still clacking up.
That's funny.
Shout out to Ohio State, by the way.
Man, that's
Oh, they
Friday.
were.
Shout out to them. I don't want Chip Kelly to win a championship.
In November, Delaware and Norfolk State play against each other.
That's right. I'm going to Delaware. Wait, where is it?
Where's the game
I
at?
don't think it's been
I
said
missed the
yet,
end.
Because I ain't going to Norfolk State
but
to
I
watch
know
the
it's
game.
what I think he said
Yeah, what you
November
confused about, Trail?
1st. Norfolk
Delaware
and
State
You
and
know-
Norfolk State.
You know, they got Mike Vick, Trail.
and D Jackson's gonna
You know, Mike Vick
Yeah,
the
we
coach.
got Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick coaching against each other.
Deshaun
That's why
Jackson
we
is
can't-
Delaware State's coach?
yes sir.
Yes.
What's that date? What's that date again?
I think they said November 1st.
Oh, wow,
November
that's-
1st.
Where they playing at? Delaware or Norfolk State?
We don't
They
know.
haven't
If it's in
said.
Delaware, I'm going, but I ain't stepping foot on Norfolk State. I can't do that.
Where you at? Oh,
Maryland.
Hey, stop by the carry out and get me some mambo sauce and mail it down here.
It is terrible. Gross.
He said it's blasphemy.
Mama sauce.
That is blasphemous.
I like chicken.
it's good on chicken. It's good on chicken.
Good on
I
fried.
don't like sweet stuff.
Let me do this real quick.
Montrell said F them hot dogs.
This sounds more like the after show. Let me go ahead and let me
Yes.
go ahead and shut it down so I can at least have the closing
Okay.
for the
Okay.
original
I'm sorry,
podcast.
y'all.
And then we can get back to the regular scheduled program. After. We still got other stuff to show later. Yeah.
The bonus content.
All right. So cool. Well, in closing, we would like to thank all of our guests and co-hosts for showing up for this week's episode of the NFC East Championship title podcast week. Again, we like our mainstays, Lady Hayes, representing the Eagles coming through. We like to thank Sam the Dog, representing the Eagles coming through. My homie Trail, brother from another mother, representing those Cal girls, boys, whatever you want to call them, coming through. My guy.
Them.
And our co-host, of course, Peasy. Nope, Mike. Mike Artist, hometown brother. Been knowing you for as long as everybody else that's been on this podcast.
Parkstown.
Parkstown all the way.
Parkstown,
All day
baby.
long. All day long.
Anytime you guys need me to jump on, man, just let me know, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm usually up in here with a bottle of Mountain Dew. And but yeah,
Yes,
anytime,
sir, yes,
man.
sir.
So
Tracy Monroe, Peasy Head the Flash, Ty Carter's Bunch, representing the Cowboys as well, and the Broski, Stanley Autry, representing those newly found Commanders. So we will see what was going to happen like this. Like we'll end it this, like we say every week. First, we will holler at you guys next week.